All right. Yeah, we are live. Um, if you're checking this out after this live is over, um, just remember to subscribe. And also, yeah, I'm watching the Raider game on the little screen here, but I have to remove it before I get. Well, I have to like not have any of it show before. I don't know how YouTube reacts, and they're gonna start canceling or shutting it down because they think I'm streaming the game. But um, I just wanted to get on here because I have family over, and they just went to the store to get some stuff to make more food. So I'm taking advantage to finish this notebook that we started this week. So let me just go over to YouTube, and let me see. Let me go over and just make an announcement real quick that we are live. I hope that's okay. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday and that you're closing off your week on a good note, on a positive note. I hope you were productive this week. Um, I know I was, and I've got a couple of things that I've been doing lately to keep me on task, and I'm grateful for those little gifts. Let me just go and share. Sorry, I need to share this. We are live. Come journal with me. Boom, there it is. Bam. Just shared it. And here we go. So last week we did 2 live sessions. One where we were gonna experiment and explore what kind of journal we wanted to make, and I let you all decide. What size it was going to be. I let you all decide what tape we were going to use or how the method we were going to use for binding the um, what you call them, the accordions with, and you all selected a few really nice pieces of washi tape. And then we were deciding on a method for our covers, and we landed on, or I don't even know if I made the decision on my own, but I wanted to make this type of cover. And basically what we did was we took the last flap from the journal here and we sacrificed it and sandwiched it between 2 different pieces of cardboard. And so that's how we made this cover. Now, Ivan, who's a subscriber here, he told me he really liked the way that this tape looked, and he threw out some ideas. He threw some ideas at me, and I really like those ideas because he was talking about, imagine like there were a ribbon here that were glued like this, to serve like almost like little hinges, and that's a pretty cool idea. I don't know that I'm going to do that this time, but I'm gonna ponder and try to design something. I think the best way to go about that, if we wanted to do that, if you want to try it at home, is to sandwich these. Just follow along with the other 2 live sessions that we had, and then I don't know, maybe like I would cut like a slit right here, cut a slit, um, and then put the ribbon through maybe and glue it back here, and then glue it back here, maybe. I don't know, and then maybe even put another sheet covering it here. That could be a way that we can have that. But today we're going to finally remove this tape and the hinges, and we're going to finish our cover, and then that's going to be the end of it. I wanted to maybe um, I wanted to perhaps do a collage on the cover, but I don't know how I feel about that. It's the first one. It's I knew it was gonna happen. It's fine. I was hoping it wasn't gonna happen, but I knew it was gonna happen, and we're totally fine with it. Let me see if I can remove this one just a little bit slower on the opposite direction. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, we just lost a little bit here on the end there. Let me toss these in the trash. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. So we're going to be removing the tape finally and finishing off the board. Like I said, I was thinking about making a collage and just taking random scrap pieces of paper and gluing them. Maybe you can help me decide for whoever's on right now. And just thank you. Um, collaging it and then cutting it so it could be a collage, a mixture of different paper, or make it a solid color. I'm not sure. We could do one version of it now and then one version of that at a later time. But the problem is going to be deciding which version do we do now and which version do we do the next time. So I'm going to wait to see if anybody else wants to chime in on this and make a decision. And the question is, do we take scrap pieces of paper with like some design on it and collage, or do we just make it a solid color? A solid color like this. And if we do, I want it to be this. If we do a solid color, or we can go with like a yellow. There's this other yellow. I'm not sure which one would be best, but we can decide on one or the other. And then, so it's either going to be that or taking scrap pieces of paper and collaging. Decisions. Or we could take like this yellow here to have like a section here, and then this red orange brick looking color, or not really brick, taking over the rest of it. I like that idea. Hey, what's up, Travis? Is it Travis? Oh, Travieso. Travieso Lee. What's up? Welcome. So we're just figuring out how we're going to do this. I don't know if I should take random pieces of paper, like scrap pieces of paper like this, and gluing a collage, or if we should make a solid color notebook, or if I should do what I just said, where it's like we add one color and then another color for the rest of the book. So it's going to be like a strip of one color and then a color for the rest. Or maybe I could still add one color at the edge and collage the rest of it. Like that. What do we think? What should we do? Collage. All right, we got a first vote for collage. You heard of a thinking notebook? No, what's a thinking notebook? Collage is my vote. All right, collage is going to be then. And by the way, you're going to be the first to know what I intend to do with this journal. Originally, I wanted to create a journal to replace my daily journal, right? My where's my blue journal? Where did I leave it? Oh, this one. This one. I wanted to replace this, and I wanted a smaller version of it, right? Something that's going to be just really neat for writing. But I think because we worked on this one together, the whole online community, I want to turn this into a community journal. So we're going to go live from time to time, and we're all going to decide what goes on here. We can, you can share your favorite quotes. We'll add quotes, and I'll even write your name. Either you can give me your real name, or if you still like to keep that private, I'll write your user screen name. Your screen name, username, yeah, that. And then we'll just go live from time to time and just keep filling it until both sides of the journal is filled by you guys. I mean, I'm going to do the writing, but you get to decide, like, hey, I came across this great idea and it stuck with me. Here's the quote, here's the whatever. And then you share it, and we document it here. So let's do it. It's a book where you write out things that keep whirring in your mind. Oh, okay. Yeah. Journaling is reflective. A thinking book is solution oriented. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Kind of like a more cleaner way than like a brain dump, or what they call it, like vomit journaling, word vomit. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've heard of it. I didn't know that that was what the name of it was. Oh, I forgot to remove the tape in here. Cool. Yeah. Cool. I like that. I like that idea. And we could do that too. We could write ideas, or we could write quotes that we pick up from books, or that's going to be up to you all. You all get to decide, hey, I read this book and this quote stood out to me. I think it could help somebody. And then we'll put it down, and we'll do some journaling sessions live on here. And then we'll also do some review sessions where we'll look at what we've written, and then maybe even add some more thoughts, or add a few more reflections on what was written. I like that idea very much. So thank you all so much for joining me and for being here. Did I just remove? Oh, I didn't have it in the middle. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember what happened. Cool. So here we are. This is our journal. For now, we're only going to work on the outside. I'm not sure what's going to happen on the inside. We'll decide that as we go along. So we're going to collage. So here, I'm going to bring in a few pieces of paper. Let me reach over just a second. All right. So here's the scrap pieces of paper that I got earlier. I don't know that I want to use this one. This one's really nice, but you know how that goes. We'll set this is a maybe, okay? Maybe. We've got this darker brown. This black. I don't know. Maybe not that one. Stars. How do we feel about stars? And how do we feel about whatever this is? Triangular patterns, colors. This. I know for sure we're not going to use baby feet. Tiny toes. I don't know. Probably not that. And this is probably not going to go either. Just start eliminating stuff. I like this piece of paper. But probably not. It's too dark. And then, do we want polka dots? Probably. If anything, maybe this colorful one. Maybe definitely not the blue and pink one. And then here's another. What are these called? It's not. I don't even know what these are called. But I like these two. Just one second. So you should Halloween up those pumpkins as if they were from a horror film. Yeah, I said film. You wrote movie. I said film. I might actually. I have another set of like skulls and moths and all that. Do you want to do a darker sort of Halloween version of it, since October is right around the corner? We could start in October. I also have music notes and some like other, like that pumpkin pie that we made that journal with, and a map, or no, like a seam, like one of those sewing template things. I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? Decisions. You know, for the longest time, I had a hard time saying decisions. I would say decisions, like I couldn't say it for some reason. Same thing with physicians. I still have a hard time. Physicians. There it is. Physicians. Just channel your inner Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. How he made the demi-dead snowman. I don't know. I must have missed that one, but I could only imagine. I just love reading. Oh, look, this one has spiders on it. That's weird. Music notes with spiders. Huh. Interesting. All right. So let's separate by light colors first, like these little lighter brown colors on this side. Any autumn stuff I'm going to put on off to the side. I don't know what these patterns are called. They're not Argyle. I know that they're not Argyle. Polka dots, stars, and these stuff together. And then we'll see. We'll see. This is going to be a little bit of a tough one here. We just take a little piece of everything and just start gluing. All right. Talk to me, journal. What do you want to be? We have foliage on the inside of it. Use everything. I can, maybe. Definitely not red. So we're going to go get rid of the red stuff and anything, those colors. Definitely not polka dots either then. I think we're going to narrow it down to this, to these. And just use maybe a tiny little piece of everything. Or should I lay down, like in the bottom, lay this down and just glue pieces on the end of it? The shizens. All right. You know what? Low blue. All right. Here we go. Demented snowman? Oh boy. All right. It's a tough one. All right. We're going to go like intuitively here. We're going to rip a piece of this. We're going to tear here. Off of this one, we're going to take, where's like busy? Like here. Like that. Set these aside. All right, thank you. Drive safe, please. That's my Erica. All right, let's see here. What's cool is like I can glue them off the page and they're gonna get trimmed anyway. So okay. That's not bad. You read driver's draw. All right, we're gonna do something like this for the cover. I decided. All right, let's do it. All right. I left my other brush over there, so I'm gonna have to re-sacrifice a new brush for this, for glue, for gluing. All right, let's just go for it, you know. I don't know if I should have done this backwards actually to first Oh man, I forgot how this one was. Oh, this one was like this. And this one was like that. Yeah. I should have. All right, where's my sacrifice? Oh man, I did this all wrong. Let's use this since this is all messed up. Should have used the other glue. What's it called? Yeah, and it fell over as soon as I said it, or as soon as I thought it. The glue stick. We're just gonna lather this up with glue. Oh, I should wrinkle some of that up. That reminds me. Sure. Let's just place this on here like this. Ain't wrong. Its adaptation looks great. Thank you so much. Well, I mean, we're just winging it here, right? It just doesn't matter. The whole point is to have fun, to enjoy the process, to just make decisions. I've been journaling a lot about confidence and what it means to be confident. And one of the things that just keeps repeating itself is this idea. I'm gonna lightly mark beneath it so I know where to put my glue. I don't know, winging it. That one of the things that keeps repeating in my confidence journaling is this idea of making a decision. It doesn't matter what it is, just decide. Just decide that you're going to do something. And whether it's the right decision or not, doesn't matter. You make a decision and there's no right and wrong. You make it right. You decide that it's going to be the right decision for you. And then once you make that decision, you stick with that and you say to yourself, that's what I want. I want that. And then no matter the outcome, you accept it because you decided. You decided that you wanted that route, that path, and you're okay with whatever comes from it. And then that starts building your confidence. And then you start making decisions in the future in the same way, but this time you're more confident because you're like, it doesn't matter what the outcome is. I'm going to just decide. And then if I pay close attention to what's going on, if I pay close attention to what happens, I could be flexible and I can change my course. I can always change the course. I can modify. But if I do nothing, if I decide nothing, then I go nowhere. And then I really am just going to be unhappy. And F that, you know what I mean? So, like my daughter used to say when she was little, no thank you, I fine. No thank you, I fine. Because life is about making those decisions and growing and moving forward, moving not just yourself forward, but moving your family forward. And I want my kids to see, hey, my dad took risks and he did what he wanted. And I want them to see also that it's okay. Oh, man, I'm getting glue all over my table. I'm a bit of a messy collage artist, if I can even call myself that. But I want them to see like, hey, it's okay to make a decision, and it's okay if it flops or if it doesn't go the way that you wanted it to. That is perfectly fine. You just decide that you're going to do it and you fix it. Don't be afraid of taking risks. Life is a risk. There's a guy named Jim Rohn who said, life is risky. It's all risky. He says the moment you were born, it got risky. He goes, this is how risky life is. You're not going to make it out alive. That's how risky life is. You're not going to make it out alive. and then you spend all your life, molding yourself, changing yourself to please others or to do what quote unquote is right, the right thing. And then you're unhappy because you see other people living their life, their dreams, their dream life. And then you're just wishing that you had the courage to go for it. And then you're 80 and you're just sitting there wishing, regretting that you didn't take more risks. F that. And I've been looking into like all the greats like Leonardo da Vinci and all these people who just they decided they were going to pursue something and they gave everything to that craft. They gave everything, all of themselves. And something good came from it. But they wouldn't have known unless they shot their shot, like these kids say. That was me. I let too many people convince me that what I was doing was either crazy, wrong, or that people like me who were raised in the place that I was, who had the skin color that I have, who had the education or the lack thereof that I have or don't have, can't do those big things. And you know what? I wrote in my journal that, hey, I said to myself, self, you're not even reaching for the highest fruit. You're not reaching for the highest fruit. So, like, just go, just reach for a piece of fruit, man. Get yours. And I said to myself, you know what, self, you're right. I'm not reaching for the biggest fruit. I'm not looking to be a billionaire. I may not even be looking to be a millionaire. I just want to take care of my family, man. That's it. I just want my family to be okay. And so let's do whatever we can. Let's put ourselves out there and let's be okay. You know what I'm saying? Why not? See, Seth. Hey, mate, I only found your channel yesterday and I've been binging your stuff. This has led me into a new path that needed to be. So keep it up. Oh, man, Seth, I appreciate the kind words. You have no idea how happy it makes me. Like, how happy, like, genuinely happy it makes me to see so many people saying, hey, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make my own journal. That's, I think, the one that makes me the happiest is when someone says, hey, I'm going to try to make my own. I'm excited. Like, show me. Once you're done, show me. Please show me your journal. I want to see your journal. You know what? I'm going to save some time, actually, because I do need to trim this anyway. So I'm not gonna cut it with the scissors. I'm gonna cut it with the blade. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it with the blade like this. And the other thing that makes me happy is people who say they had quit on their journaling and they're gonna journal again, or that they took some little thing from a video. And please understand that it's not about me. It's not about like, oh, great, I did this, I shared this, and people are journaling now. And great, I must be great, or anything like that. It's really about the ideas that I have stolen, the ideas that I've borrowed, the ideas that I've stolen and modified, and am sharing. Hey, this is how I approach this thing, and then you steal steal from me, without me attached to it. I really don't care that you give me credit or not. I only care that you try it and that in some way, hopefully positive, it affects your life and you find yourself happy, productive, free. Oh my God, free, freedom, freedom. At the top of my list is freedom. I want to be free, free. And you know what? That might scare some people because, like, wait, what do you mean you want to be free? Like, so what? You want to do whatever you want, however you want? And it's like, yeah, I do. I want to do whatever I want. I want to do whatever I want. If I want to pursue something, I want to have the freedom to pursue it. And whatever I want, whatever my heart desires, I want to do it. I want to be able to do it. Full freedom to do anything I want. But I want you to trust that what I want is good, not just for me, but for my loved ones, for anyone that I'm responsible for taking care of, and that also that I have to be responsible enough with that kind of power, with that kind of freedom, because with that kind of freedom, oh man, I'm gonna cut close to the edge here, but oh well, take a risk. With that kind of freedom, that's where the journaling comes in. I journal so that I can keep myself on check, so that temptation and all these other, I almost cussed, sorry, so that all these other stupid little things that distract man or distract me, I'm gonna talk about me, that distract me, things that call attention and want distraction, want to pull me away from the things that matter the most, that I'm strong enough to say, get out of here, get the out of here. With that, I'm on a mission. I'm gonna go. I have goals here, and I'm looking to take care of my family. And you're messing that up, or I'm not gonna give in because I know you're trouble. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you know what I mean, just say I know what you mean in the chat. I'm not even talking about what I'm doing here on the book, but I think you could see what I'm doing on the book. That's what the journal is for. The journal is to keep me in check. The journal is for me to take a pause, to take a break, and to, dang, am I going to really risk this? Yes, I'm going to really risk it. I can't see the bottom that's attached, so I'm running this blade really close. I don't even think I'm hitting it, but I was running it really close to this edge. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to leave it alone. But we have our cover. This is our cover. It's not what I would have wanted to if I had my time, took my time, but it's improvised and it's made with you all here. So why not? And then I might even just take, a marker and mark this up and just make it all, whatever. But it's cool. This is our journal. So, but this is what this is. This is what this is for. It's for me to get to know myself. It's for me to get to know my environment. It's for me to get to know my reactions, my inner reactions to the outer things. Trust me, man. This week I've been challenged like crazy. Especially with family. Some certain family members who can't help themselves, and they have to make comments and they have to impose their ideas and their beliefs, and what they believe is truth and what you believe is wrong, and all this other stuff, man. All right, so now the back. This is the orientation for the back. Should we do the same thing, or should we bring in some new, some different paper? Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I have a book. Did I already tear from this book? Let me see if I tore from this book already. If I did, I'm going to tear from it. If not, I'm going to, I have not. I don't know. The Anatomy of Buzz. I know I've torn from here for sure. So let's look how risk affects buzz. Does anybody ever have things like that? Synchronicities that happen to you? You're thinking of something and then like oddly there's something that pops up and it's weird. Like you're thinking about a song you haven't heard of and like some store is playing it. Well, like this. Take risks. No, I killed that. All right, let's do it this side. Okay, I'm gonna take my time here. I'm gonna go like this. I don't know. I'm making up a font here. It's not real calligraphy, but take risks. Right, put that chisel away. We're gonna go with a red marker or red pen here. And we're just gonna go. Yeah, just do it. That's what the journals are for. The journals are for me, understanding the vastness of me. I live with me, so I should know me, right? No, I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. Oh, by the way, let me show you a cool little trick. I don't know how many of you all know this, but when I found this out, I'm like, hey, that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna tear another piece of paper here from that book, and I'm gonna bring over a Crayola. These. I had a bunch of them. I almost threw them out when I saw a TikTok that showed how you can use these. These have a tip like this that you can write thin, and if you press in, it'll pick up some of the thicker part, and you can write some pretty awesome like cursive. So like let's do this like. When you press down, you get those thicker strokes. And then on your way up, so the trick is that on your way up, does it go through? Yeah. On your way up, you press very lightly and you get a thin line. And on your way down, press down hard so you can get that thick line. So if you're writing an A, you go down thick, thin up, thick down. If you're doing a S, I can start here and then bring that curve, stroke hard, nice and easy. Boom, there it is. Letter L, light on the way up, thick on the way down. Just like that. Just push down. That's it. So if your kids have these, steal them. So we're just making marks here. So where was I? Here. This one? Yeah. Let's take another color, like red, and just go. I know it looks like you messed it up, like, oh, what'd you do? But I like that grungy, dirty, old look because it's like that's how the person expressed it. All right, and then I'm gonna just take this. Yeah. And somehow I'm gonna fit this in here like this, but I'm gonna do some other kind of background. Well, I added red, so maybe we introduce a little piece of this. Could be this like reddish in the top. Do this here. Bring in another. Here's what I was talking about. Like you can just crumble a piece of paper. Give it that crumbled up look. I'm not sure. I'm actually... I'm wearing one of my favorite pens. These are my favorite. Same idea, because it's a brush. On your strokes down, on your downstroke, sorry, you push in. I don't know. It's too... This one maybe not, because it's too thin. But we're just experimenting here. All right. Back to the other side. I don't like that it's like just that color, so I have to spread it. I just dropped a piece of paper. How are we doing? Do you all know that we have a Discord page now? A Discord channel? What's it called? Server? We do. And it's linked on this video. You are welcome to join it. If you decide that you're going to make one of these notebooks, I want you to use that to share the result. I want to see how it turns out. And then there's some sections there to share prompts with each other. There's sections so that you can share your tools and any little tips and stuff that you come across that you want to share with other people, so that other people can grow. If you want to ask for any suggestions or advice, the only thing that I ask is that you be nice. That's it. Rip apart your big take risk and then tape it together in your book. Tape it together in the book or on the book. Tape it together. Like rip it apart, like take and risk into two different pieces. Because I was thinking about doing that, but I wasn't sure. You want me to take a risk? All right, I'll do that. For now, let me, while you tell me what you meant, I'm gonna lay this out real quick. Here, let me bring in some of these other... No, that doesn't go. I wish it did. Add some other music stuff down here. Sure. Like you were angry, ripped it up, and then saved it? Oh. Well, let's start with this. I get what you're saying. Got it. I get what you're saying. Oh crap! But I'm gonna need like clear tape, aren't I? Or no, I have some thin. Here, let's do this. All right, cool. I like that idea. Let's do that. Let me get the base down. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to glue these two here. I got to hurry up before my brush dries. Yeah. I'm just going to do it right over the book anyway. I'm going to glue it on there anyway. So why not? Boom, 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 boom. All right, now down here. Yeah. How we doing? Doing good? I think we're doing good. I think we're doing okay. I like these little live sessions here. All right, here we go. Which way was it? I think it was this way. I don't remember. I hope that was high enough. All right, cool. This looks good enough. Let me see. I'm gonna just mark it just a tiny little bit so I know where it's sitting. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this paper is not 44 cents anymore, so this paper is old. It's been sitting in my paper box for at least, I want to say at least 7 years, maybe 6 years. Also, look, it says 2012. Longer than that, actually. Wow. Wow. Finally getting used. It's not hoarding if you use it. See? I'm using it, so it's not hoarding. All right. Here we go. Just gonna put this one on here. It's not looking too bad. Again, just risk it. Just go for it. Who cares what it looks like? You do it. You take that little risk, and then you modify. You observe it. You make note of what you like, what you don't like, and you say, you know what? I'm never going to use those colors again. I like how I layered it there, but I shouldn't have layered it this way. Or you record yourself making it, and then you look back at the video and you said, you dummy. Well, I call myself that sometimes. You dummy, you should have just done that. Why'd you do all these extra steps? It's like, oh, duh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a dummy. Okay. Cool enough. Fair enough. Look at that. Let's see. Great question. My first pets were goat. But I saw a video with a guy who has a huge herd of goats. Like he'll take the different areas and actually eat up brush. Oh, wow, brush. That's my retirement game plan. Nice. Nice. Since you love goats, I'm not going to tell you what my best friend does with goats. No, that does not sound right. Culinary wise. Sorry. All right, here we go. Now this piece here. We're going to bring this back to life. Wake me up inside. Same. I got this thin tape that I have been not hoarding because I'm gonna use it. See, I've also had this for a really, really, really long time, I think, and it's gonna get used. Nice. Excellent idea. It's coming together. Different color tape. Okay, cool. More of an excuse to use old tape I haven't used because I've been obviously saving it for this moment. Well, my friend and I, we're from Mexico. We're from Jalisco, and in Jalisco there's a dish. It's birria, and its main dish, or it's made with goat. It has to be made with goat, and a lot of people make it with beef. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. There it is. Is that kind of what you had in mind? I hope it is, because that's what it's going to be now. I like paisley pattern too. I made is that what it's called? Paisley? This? Because I didn't know what it was called earlier. I made a couple of notebooks with that one in a slightly different colorway. Cool. All right, we're going to do this tape, or should we do it in the front? What do you think? Because it fits in both sides. I could either go in the front or go in the back, which is kind of silly to say with a reversible notebook. Which way should we go? Let's see. I never realized that, but like, Sister Pam, yep, milk cows versus market cows. Sometimes at Goodwill, someone will clean their craft room and give it to Goodwill, and there's so, oh yeah, I bet there is. I bet there is really good stuff. All right, so you decide. Should we do it in the front? This one was the front, like this in the front, or should we do it in the back, like that? I love it when I hit someone's declutter. The front, got it. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna take a risk and we're gonna do it sideways like this. We're gonna Dutch angle, take risks like this. Boom. All right, so it's been decided. We're gonna put it in the front, and we're gonna glue it. I'm gonna use this glue for it. I forgot what it's called. Glue stick. The purple stuff. All right, here we go. I want to be able to see that music in the background. Music notes. Nice little grungy, collagey look. All right, cool. So this journal is going to be it's going to be our Pen Meets World community journal. And we're going to go live sessions from time to time, and then just write a bunch of quotes that you're going to offer the quotes, and they're going to go on here because reasons. All right. Make it messy, fix it later. Perfect. I like that. All right, now let's chop off the extra pieces of paper from the back. Oh, I didn't even attach this one here. I'm just going to leave it off. That's cool. You can crumble up paper and just put it up crumbled up, get those little creases off so it doesn't look too clean. I like that idea. All right, so here we're going to cut off the edge here. And again, all I'm doing is I'm taking the cover and I'm folding this first piece here so I know where the edge of the paper is. And all I need to do is just line up the ruler right to the edge of that paper and then just go over just a tiny little bit, like almost nothing. And then we take our blade. We never try to cut all the way through the first time. We'll just make a line and we keep just firmly pressing until we get all of it off like that. Much cleaner line. Like that. That's the sound of the blade. I'm going to go this way like this now and trim this piece off. Same deal. We go to the edge of our journal paper and then just go a little bit off. We press firmly with our left hand or right hand, depending on which one you're holding the ruler down. You press firmly and you just use the ruler to guide the blade. You don't push into it because then you run the risk of accidentally shifting it over and then you're going to get yourself a crooked line. And well, you could have a crooked line if you want to. It's your journal, but keep it as clean as we possibly can. Okay, this one was really close to the edge, so we're just going to trim a tiny little bit, just a tiny little bit. Okay, it's good enough. You can still see some of the purple from the Jack in the Box, but it doesn't matter. Dude, this is beautiful. All right, now the back portion of it, which is going to be hard because actually I'm just going to wing it here like this, cut at an angle. Oh, I cut into it. It's all right. No biggie. What the heck? This paper made out of it didn't even cut through. There it is. Look at that. It didn't even cut through that piece. All right, cool. Doesn't matter. Whatever starts to fall apart, we'll just use tape to hold it together. And that's it, familia. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We have completed our journal. The very first ever community journal on this channel. And let me just get rid of some of this stuff. I could use it as scrap, but I'm not gonna. So I don't need to store anymore paper. Let me just put all my tools away here. And voila. Cover my glue. And there it is, familia. When it hit, when I hit the, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it. Oh, things got a lot more fun and creative. Permission to screw up. Yes, exactly. Maybe I will make me a living with Goat's notebook. I've got some funny short stories. Cool. It adds character to the tall. Do it. It'll be great. Looks nice. Great job. I just got back. Welcome home. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. That this is. I mean, you all decided most of this. And look at that. This is my favorite. I love this. I really do. 4x6. That's a really nice size. Here we go. So take risks. We start journaling. We journal. We journal. We journal. We journal. Eventually, we get to the end. But before we get sad, guess what? We continue journaling. Journal. 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 Total of, I think it was 44 sheets. And if it's okay with you all, even outside of the lives, I might add a few quotes and then share it with you all later. But this is our community journal. So, being as we have a we will get a flip through later, of course. And being that you all are here, let's all pick one quote that we want put in now, and we'll start it off with that, with your quotes. I'll write big. Some of them I'll write big. Some of them I'll write small. But for sure, we'll start off with the date on some. Let me grab we'll grab my gel pen, and we'll use this brush pen for the date. So we're gonna go. Today is Sunday. I go Sunday. Double line. September. I'll just abbreviate it. September 28th, 2025. All right. What's a quote? I've had a perfectly lovely evening. Unfortunately, it was not tonight. Okay, sure. All right, we're going to start off with this one. I forget how much I love this pen. Papermate. Enjoy. Michaels. Love these pens. Love them. I've had a perfectly lovely evening. Period. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But it wasn't. Sorry. Instead of it was not. It wasn't tonight. Bam. There it is. First entry. It was in a movie. No idea which one or what one. He was leaving a date and said that. And I saw that film when it was like 10 or 11. one of my quotes that I remember seeing when I was a kid that was sort of to this effect was from a film titled, I think it was a Naked Gun, right? Like those older versions, not the new one that just came out. But he was like with this woman, and he goes, "Of all the women in all the world, you had to walk into mine." But it's funny because it's like so vague. Like what of all the women in all the world, you had to walk into mine. All right. Come on, share some quotes with me to go on our take risk community thing. It could be any quote. It could be funny quote, inspirational quote, something you live by, something someone famous said, something someone, I don't know, your parent might have told you, anything like that. Let me know. Let me see if I could think of one. I don't know who said it, but I like. Oh, actually, no. I know who said this one. This is actually my favorite one. It says, "Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one." And that was my childhood hero, Bruce Lee. I was so obsessed with Bruce Lee. I used to call myself Bruce Leo. I think it was spoof of all the gun joints in the world. You have to walk into my from CASHAPP. Yeah. Oh, gin joints. Yeah. Also black and white. Yeah, the black and white films are just gold. Anyone else want to share a quote? Add a quote, something inspirational, something funny, something motivating, something sad, even, or doesn't matter. Anyone? And then we'll just we'll close it out with whatever quote you wanna share. But as you think of which quote, I'm gonna put this by the fan so it could dry. This ink, because I don't remember how fast it dries. Oh, it's dried. Okay, yeah, never mind. Dries fast. This is the notebook that we made right here. It lays flat. That's my favorite part. It lays flat. I'm not gonna put a pocket in it or anything like that on this one, or any fold outs or anything like that. I'm not gonna have big modifications on this one. But look, it's got so many pages. Come to the end of it. It's got this beautiful back cover, and then the journaling continues. Continues and continues and continues and continues. And I think I'm going to make another one. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish the cover, but I'm going to make another one that's going to be my my daily journal. I was so tempted to just finish this one and then start right away, but no, I need to be patient. I need to finish what I started. And look, I did this. I finally got to this page, and I'm filling it with like little some ideas that just came to me. And then what I love about this is that, maybe when I'm long gone, some grandchild of mine is gonna come across all of my journals, and then he or she will put their hand and be like, "Oh, look, this was Grandpa's hand," and they're putting their hands right with me, and I'll be there with them, helping them, guiding them, pushing them forward. Hopefully, that's the goal. So the goal is to replace this with a journal like this. Yes, it's 6 by yeah. So what I did was I took where is it? Give me a second. Let me reach for it. I took a 12 by 12 sheet of paper like this, and then I cut it in half, so I have 6 and 6, right? And then I folded on every 4, so it gave me 3, right? 4, 8, and 12. and then I joined them together with tape and made an accordion. And then on the edges, I sandwiched 2 pieces of cardboard. I sandwiched one of these in 2 pieces of cardboard and laid something heavy, waited for it to dry, and then we designed the cover. But I'm sure that there are dozens of different finishes that we can do for covers that we could, I don't know, improvise. And I want to show you this. Erica and I went to the Hobby Lobby the other day after one of my lives, and we went to the washi section and found these beauties. These are awesome. You know, like they have some foliage ones and some dark butterflies, keys, golden keys, some mushies. I don't know, some other vegetations, dry. These are feathers. I like this dark light combo, and then this is like a brownish color. So I just really liked how this looked, that I decided, we're going to just get these, and then from now on, this is how we're going to make these. But this has evolved, here on the channel. It started out with like these types of notebooks, with me joining the accordion parts with another piece of the same paper and finishing it off with a piece of hockey tape, right? But I like this idea of just joining them with washi tape. Why not? All right, we got another quote. Let's see. Don't fail as you go on to draw or write something every day, for not matter how little it is, it will be well worthwhile, and it will do you a world of good. I think I need glasses. I can barely see that. Okay, cool. All right, let's write that one down. I'm gonna write a shorter one here first, and then I'm gonna write that longer one in the back, because I have a tendency of writing big. I'm finishing 3 more booklets for a DIY traveler's notebook. I hate it, but I'm finishing mine too. Yeah, we have to, right? We have to be patient. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Oh, I like that too. All right, let's write that one down. Life is like, was it writing? Yeah, writing. Riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving! Exclamation mark. All right. Thank you so much. No idea who said that. Should we just leave it? We'll leave it like that. Let's see. So just to confirm, it says, don't fail as you go on to draw or write something every day, for not matter, right? Not no matter, for not matter. I just want to make sure, because I have that Compton education. So all right, let's see. I'm just going to start writing it, and hopefully you'll answer by the time I get there. Don't fail as you go on to draw or write. Slow down, Leonardo. You're getting sloppy with your writing. Something every day. Every day. No matter how. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. For no matter how little it is, oops, dyslexic today. That how little it is, it will be well worthwhile. Worthwhile. And it will do you a world of good. Do you a world of good. Cennini. Cennini with modification by me. Awesome. Let's see. Mod Sista Pan. Yeah, that's right. Who was it that gave me this one? Was it the Goat Girl? Right. Yeah, it was, right? Let me see. Yeah. Goat Girl CR. And then this one was given to me by who, me? Oh, I put it separate. Sorry. I put it separate. Albert Einstein said the bike quote. Okay. Alberto Einstein. Let me add the quotations here. Awesome. Can you imagine historian 500 years from now trying to figure out our screen names? Yeah, for real. No kidding. Not all those who wander are lost. I like that one too. Not all those who I get my wonder and wander confused sometimes. Wander, that's right. Wanders with an N. Hey, I'm sorry. Wander. Are lost. Is that J.R.R. Tolkien? Got it. Awesome. All right. Well, I think for now, this is where we're gonna close this off. Unless there's someone else who wants to share another quote, please do so now before we head on out of here. I want to thank each and every single one of you for joining me today and for helping me build this awesome notebook. Please join us on Discord. The link is in the description down below. Bring your, take pictures of your work, share your finished books. If you're working on something, if you have something you want to share, some idea that you think might be helpful to someone, some kind of sleeve or tip or trick or anything like that, feel free to share it all there. Prompts, help each other with prompts there as well. If you have something that you want to know or something you're working on, you want to share with other people, community journal. That's what that's going to be. You'll be seeing pictures of some of these things that we've made here soon. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night, and happy preparing for this upcoming week. And I hope everything goes well for you. Okay. All right. Peace. Bye-bye.